Buying open banking payments for your business can be daunting, but how do you actually choose the provider that can build the right open banking payment experience for your business? The good news is, we're here to help. Our payments experts are here to take you through 7 key factors you should consider when buying open banking. But there's one question that you should always ask first. What are you trying to achieve with this new payment experience? This is Buying Open Banking 101, the checklist. For watching this video, you're probably thinking about adding open banking payments to your checkout or your payments page. We're now going to take you through the 7 questions you should ask any potential open banking payments partner. So, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Nadia. Let's start with coverage. Think about where your customers are and how they normally pay. Coverage is the proportion of the market that you can collect payments from. Different providers will have different levels of coverage. It's critical that your payment options reach as many of your current and future customers as possible. But coverage isn't simple. You want to find a match between the markets that you need access to and the markets your provider has access to. A good rule of thumb is to understand what percentage of the banked population they can reach. Ask your potential provider, what percentage of the banked population do you cover in a given country, and how do you plan on increasing it?
Hey, I'm Eileen. The next topic you want to explore are the features offered by your potential open banking provider. Open banking payments allow a customer to pay for something online straight from their bank account. But there is so much more to open banking than instant payments. Do you need verification in your payment flow? Can your customer get instant payouts, refunds, or withdrawals? What about personalized payment links? This functionality attracts new customers and builds brand loyalty. So it's really important to think about solutions across your payment experience that are key to your specific business. You could ask, what value-added services do you offer as part of your open banking payment solution?
Hi, I'm Will. Integration is about how a payment option will sit within your existing payments framework. This is the part with a few acronyms, so get ready. When you think about integrating your open banking payment solution, keep in mind that there are several ways to connect your new open banking provider to your business. The most common way to integrate open banking payments is a direct integration of the API. Or you could also integrate via a PSP. You can ask your potential provider if they use HPPs or SDKs to deliver that API. Once you have this information, they should be able to help you estimate how much developer resource and time you'll need for the integration. Integration can and should be straightforward and clear. The right provider will be able to explain the best option for you based on your specific requirements. A good question to ask is, how long does a typical integration for my use case take?
Hi, I'm Andre. What creates a great payer experience? Payments are done right when they are seamless for your customer. When they're not, it can lead to your customer abandoning the purchase, or even worse, switching to a competitor. But a great payer experience avoids ambiguity, is transparent, uses common patterns and shortcuts, and simplifies complexities. This all leads to higher conversion rates and increased adoption of the payment method. With that in mind, you should ask, how can I maximize adoption and conversion for my new payment method?
Hi, I'm Sarah. It's important to have confidence in your provider's security and the stability of their platform. Security means the systems your provider has put in place to protect themselves and you, their customer. Your provider should have a dedicated security team that places secure development at their core. Ask for detail on their security program. For example, do they use threat modeling to detect potential vulnerabilities? Another way to understand their approach to security is to ask about the kind of certifications they have. For example, something like a SOC 2 certification indicates a high level of consideration for their security protocols. Next is the stability of the platform, which can be measured by the API's uptime. What proportion of the time is it successfully up and running? A good provider should have a public status page where you can see the status of the API. Can you spot any downtime or moments when the API is not working? You can ask your provider, what security certifications do you have? And can you give me an example of a time when your API went down and how you solved it?
Hi, I'm Emlyn. When it comes to support, you need a partner that can offer you help and guidance whenever you need it. Depending on the size of your business, your provider may assign you with a customer success manager, who will be your dedicated contact as you build and launch your new payment experience. It's important to have a strong customer support team available to help you solve any issues if things do go wrong. How long will they take to respond to requests? Can they provide technical support? Do they speak the languages you need? A question to ask your potential provider is, how do you support my business in building, launching and optimizing my new payment experience?
Finally, you want to go with a provider with industry expertise. You might get all the right answers to your questions, but can you trust your provider to deliver? Ask for case studies, or get references from clients to get real-world insights into how they operate. There are also software comparison sites like G2, or end consumer customer feedback sites like Trustpilot. A question that you can ask is, can you share any case studies with a similar use case to our business? We hope we've armed you with the right information and the right questions you need to find the best open banking provider. Choosing open banking payments is an exciting step forward for your business. Here at Truelayer, we have a team of payment experts who are ready to answer any questions you may have about the buying process. Book a meeting with us to begin your open banking journey.